Why are you still stuck in the same place, surrounded by the same excuses, drowning in your own failures? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, who's holding you back? You know the answer, don't you? It's not the world, it's not the people around you. It's you. Inside you lives a parasite, a weakness that whispers lies, feeds on your fears, and chains you to mediocrity. Every time you say, "I can't," or settle for less, that weakness grows stronger, feeding off your surrender. Do you feel it? That voice telling you you're not good enough, or you'll never make it? That's the enemy. And let me tell you something harsh. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody cares about your excuses, your tears, or your struggles. The world doesn't owe you a single thing, but here's the truth. If you don't destroy that weakness now, it will destroy you. It will kill your dreams, strip away your potential, and leave you empty, full of regret. So what are you going to do about it? Will you keep feeding the parasite inside you, or will you rise and take control of your life? Because the moment you choose to fight, everything changes. But destroying weakness isn't easy. It's brutal. It's raw. And in the next section, we'll uncover the painful reality of facing your inner enemy. Will you face the darkness or let it consume you? The choice is yours. Stay with me. This is just the beginning. You want to destroy the weakness inside you? Then brace yourself, because it's not going down without a fight. That parasite has been with you for years, maybe your whole life. It's comfortable. It knows every insecurity you have, every excuse you cling to, every fear you try to avoid, and it's going to use them all against you. You'll feel it the moment you start to push back. That voice in your head will scream louder. You can't handle this. Just give up. Go back to what's safe. Safe? Safe is a lie. Safe is the graveyard of ambition. Safe is where dreams go to die. Weakness isn't just in your mind. It's in your habits. It's in the way you hit snooze every morning because you're too lazy to face the day. It's in the way you scroll through your phone for hours, wasting time while life passes you by. It's in the way you make excuses for why you can't start, why you can't try, why you'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the word of the weak. And here's the hard truth. The fight to destroy your weakness is going to hurt. It's going to demand sacrifices you're not ready to make. You'll have to give up comfort, pleasure, and the lies you've told yourself. You'll have to confront your failures, not run from them. You'll have to admit that you are your biggest problem. Think about it. How many times have you blamed someone else for where you are? Your parents, your friends, your boss, society? Stop. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Nobody is going to hand you the life you want. You're on your own. And until you take responsibility for every mistake, every wasted opportunity, and every weakness you've allowed to control you, you will never be free. This is war, and you have to be ruthless. Cut off the things that hold you back. Toxic people? Gone. Time-wasting habits? Burn them. Comfort zones? Destroy them. The parasite inside you thrives on these things. If you don't starve it, it will keep feeding until there's nothing left of you. You'll face moments when you want to quit, when the pain feels unbearable, when progress feels non-existent. But let me tell you something. Weakness will do everything to convince you to stop. It will beg, plead, and scream for mercy. Don't give it any. You have to crush it, beat it into submission, and make it regret ever taking hold of you. Because here's the reality. Your life is a reflection of what you tolerate. If you tolerate weakness, mediocrity, and fear, that's all you'll ever get. But if you fight, if you push through the pain and tear down the parasite that's been holding you back, then, and only then, will you see what you're truly capable of. But how do you win this war? How do you destroy something so deeply rooted within you? That's where the battle reaches its turning point. The climax is coming, and it's time to uncover the raw truth about what it takes to crush your inner enemy for good. Get ready. This is where the fight gets real. This is it. The breaking point. The moment where you either rise or fall. Weakness is clawing at you, screaming, "Just stop, it's too much." And you're tempted, aren't you? Tempted to listen, tempted to give in, tempted to settle for the same pathetic cycle of comfort and regret. But let me tell you something. If you give up now, you're not just letting yourself down. You're proving that weakness owns you. You want to know the raw truth? The only way to destroy the weakness inside you is to face it head on. You can't avoid it. You can't bury it. You have to rip it out of you, piece by piece, no matter how much it hurts. And it will hurt. It's going to tear at your soul. It's going to break you before it builds you. This is where most people fail. They want change, but they don't want the pain that comes with it. They don't want the long nights of grinding while everyone else sleeps. They don't want the loneliness of cutting off the people who hold them back. They don't want the exhaustion of pushing themselves beyond their limits. But let me tell you, pain is the price of greatness. You can't have one without the other. Here's the revelation. The weakness inside you isn't just some external enemy. It's you. It's the part of you that's afraid, lazy, and comfortable. And if you want to destroy it, you have to destroy the weaker version of yourself. Let that sink in. You're at war with yourself. Every choice you make, every decision to act or to quit is a battle. And every battle you lose gives your weakness more power. But there's good news. You can win. It doesn't matter how long you've been weak, how many times you've failed, or how deep the hole you've dug for yourself is. Strength isn't born, it's built. And it's built one painful, grueling step at a time. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, every time you push through exhaustion, every time you silence the excuses, you're winning. You're killing the parasite inside you, starving it, choking it, until it has nothing left. The secret is brutal but simple. You don't stop. You don't stop when you're tired. You don't stop when it's hard. You don't stop when you've failed 100 times. You stop when the weakness inside you is dead. Do you feel it yet? That flicker of power, that spark of strength fighting its way to the surface? That's who you really are. Beneath the layers of fear and doubt is someone unstoppable. Someone who doesn't take no for an answer. Someone who doesn't break. And now, it's time to make a choice. Will you keep feeding the parasite, letting it drain you of everything you could be? Or will you rise, fight, and destroy the weak version of yourself forever? The resolution is coming, but the answer starts with you. Will you take the first step, or will you stay chained to the life you've always known? Decide. Right here, right now. The time for hesitation is over. You've reached the edge, and now you either jump into the fire or crawl back into the shadows. Look around you. This is where the weak fall, where their excuses pile up like the broken promises they made to themselves. You're not one of them, not anymore. The parasite inside you is dying, but it's not dead yet. It's clinging to every last shred of doubt, hoping you'll falter. Don't give it the satisfaction. Stand up, face it, crush it. This is where the transformation begins, not with some grand moment of victory, but with the quiet, brutal decision to never go back. From this moment on, weakness has no place in your life. You don't negotiate with it, you don't entertain it, and you don't let it breathe. When it whispers, "Take a break, you've done enough," you laugh in its face and push harder. When it screams, "You'll fail," you drown it out with action. The weak version of you, it's gone, burned to ashes. And here's the truth about the new you. It's not perfect. It's not invincible. But it's relentless. It doesn't quit when things get hard. It thrives in the chaos. It doesn't wait for permission. It takes what it wants. This is who you are now. Someone who doesn't bow to fear, who doesn't settle for mediocrity, and who doesn't settle until the goal is crushed beneath their feet. So look in the mirror one last time. Say goodbye to the excuses, the failures, and the lies you've been telling yourself. That person is dead. In their place stands someone stronger, someone unstoppable, someone who knows exactly what they're capable of. But strength is a choice you must make every single day. Are you ready to make it? Good, because now it's time to act. The final step is waiting. Will you take it? Now that you've heard the truth, there's only one thing left to do. Move. Stop sitting there waiting for some miracle to save you. No one is coming. No one cares how tired you are, how scared you feel, or how hard your life has been. Harsh? Maybe. But it's the truth you need to hear. Life doesn't reward the weak. It crushes them, swallows them whole, and forgets they ever existed. You don't want to be forgotten, do you? You don't want to spend your life as just another excuse-filled, regret-ridden shadow of what you could have been. So get up. Start now. Destroy the excuses, destroy the doubts, destroy the weakness inside you, because if you don't, it will destroy you. Take control of your life and make every single day a battlefield where you fight for your goals, your future, and your potential. Nobody said it would be easy, but guess what? Nothing worth having ever is. If this hit you, if you felt even a shred of fire ignite in your gut, don't let it fade. Channel it into action. Start small if you have to, but start. Make a plan, set a goal, and then crush it over and over again until the world knows your name and your weakness is nothing but a distant memory. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,